Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody is doing amazing today. We are definitely here and we are going to have an uncomfortable conversation. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our morning greeting as I really do appreciate all of you that come by, that subscribe, and definitely watch the show. You are appreciated. So let me give you your formal greeting. Greetings, royal queens and kings. This is your host, Queen Tulsa. Welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I will be your captain today. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to press that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed to the show, set your notifications to all so that you don't miss any of the hot topics and fire content. And go on and press that like button while you're at it. So, Queens and Kings on the agenda today, we have Saucy Santana, we have Whack 100, and this is a Ask Queen Tulsa. Black men are mad at their moms, and I want to let you ladies know that it's not you. And these mama boys are definitely the worst. It just depends on which one you get. Okay. And we got to keep up with those lies, right? That they tell and they try to make it out to be us, but they're really imitating their daddies. We got a lot to get into. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Goddess Tulsa Show. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now is the time to go ahead and get ready for the show. We have some great news for you. Okay? We're going to have a great time. So I really, really, really appreciate you and your dedication to showing up. Gratitude. Don't be afraid to hit that cash app. And don't forget to smash that like button. Please don't forget to smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our royal roll call. Hustle says, we know you are going to sit in the bushes, so you might as well like the video while you're on here. Absolutely, get on in here and like this video. Okay, so the topic that we're going to talk about today is going to be very controversial and it's going to bring out a lot of emotions and things like that. But I first want to start with these black men not respecting the women that they get with, and I blame it solely on their mothers. I blame it on their mothers and I blame it on their fathers. And the reason why I say that is because our first teachers are our parents. And when you get a man sitting out here disrespecting, women, it doesn't matter if you're biologically was born a woman, if you're trans woman, if you are a woman, I feel like we should be protected. We should feel safe in our communities, and let's talk about it. In the black community, it's our black brothers taking these sisters out. So while you sisters are sitting up here trying to get to the front of the line, oh, let's get out here and march and let's do this. You're doing all that for some of these men that are taking you out. They have no problem with taking you out. Okay. And since we want to go there, let's talk about the generational misinformation that us women had to go through. We saw our mother and fathers or her boyfriends fighting and getting into it, and then they make up. And then they're not saying it, but they're saying this is what love is, and this is what you accept, and this is how you navigate in a relationship. A lot of people don't want to take accountability for past trauma. Anything that you see as a child that you had no voice to speak up on, that is trauma. There's been times where in the black community where we get a spanking or we get our whoops and we're told to shut up, be quiet before I give you some more. So what are we doing with those emotions and those frustrations at that point in time? We are developing a hate for our parents. We're in our mind. We know we can't cuss at them. So in our mind, they're every cussing word. This be, this. I've done it before. I've done it before. I got a whooping and I went mumbling up under my breath or those thoughts. That really hindered me in my adult life. It really hindered me in my adult life because I didn't get the help that I needed. I wasn't able to express myself in the Black home. You know, boys don't cry. You better suck it up. You better stick your chest out, man up, this, that, and the third. That's not the information and that's not the tools that your child needs. These abandonment issues, why some of us ladies are out here chasing a man, because we saw it happen in our own households. We saw daddy cheat on mama. We saw them getting into an argument. And guess what? We said, okay, this is what it's about. This is how it should go. And then you have these grown men that grow up like DJ Academics, and he just has no care in the world for women. He's going to go in on you. He doesn't care. But we want to say that Black women are the ones that are down. Who's putting them down? Who's encouraging the Black woman to stay down? Some of these no good dudes. Some of these no good dudes. Okay? So we really have to talk about it. Let's talk about your mother in a relationship and she got her little side piece coming over in the evening. The kids, oh, this is y'all uncle, or back in the day, this y'all uncle, y'all call him uncle, but really you're screwing that man. You thought by saying, oh, this is your uncle, that was going to justify, or that was going to make it right of what you were doing. Having men in and out your door, you have daughters. You are teaching your daughter to be a revolving door for a man. Be a revolving door. Girl, if he put his hands on you, did he apologize? Y'all better make it right. You better forgive him. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, how we're raising our girls. Oh, girl, he better have some money. He better have some money. Greetings, Ariel Summers. How are you, beautiful? Thank you for arriving. Yes, yes, yes. But how are we raising our children? We are their first role models. We're their first teachers. We are the first ones that they love. We are their first loves. And, they say love is not supposed to hurt, but in certain circumstances and situations, love do hurt. And let's think about, being vulnerable. Being vulnerable. Being vulnerable. And letting that man know, what the last relationship was about, how you got hurt, and this, that, and the third. We don't realize that we're giving a person ammunition over our situation. We're giving a person ammunition over our situation because what is the first thing they do when they get mad? They're going to go in and they're going to tell you, that's why you can't keep a man. Didn't you say the last dude didn't last because of this, that, and the third? It's too many adults walking around in their childhood trauma. And in order to feel good, they got to go off and let their rage out on someone else. Is it right? No. But how many times have we excused that type of behavior? How many times have we excused that type of behavior? And then let's talk about the mothers and the fathers that sit up and let their kids say explicit language and they think it's funny. But when it's time to go to school, little Junior is going to go in and he's going to incorporate everything that you taught him at home. It's all going to come out in that classroom. Now you upset because your phone is ringing. Now you upset because little man can't get it together. And you don't know what's wrong. We turn a blind eye all the time. We want to turn a blind eye all the time, but we want to hold everybody else accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, get you together. Get your childhood trauma together before you get out here, go and get into these relationships. And then, being that you didn't get your trauma taken care of, you find yourself in a situation with your significant other. Okay, now one or both parties are going to jail because they didn't have self-control. They couldn't walk away. They couldn't just let it ride. They just couldn't just let it ride. Like, hey, this isn't, you know, this is not good for me. You know, this is not good for me. Let me go ahead and walk away. It's so hard to walk away because watching your parents argue, it sticks with you. Wanting to get that last word, wanting to be right. You need to be taught self-control and you need some anger management. You need some anger management. And then we have people out here that are saying, oh, I'm going to therapy, but you're lying to your therapist. You using a poker face. You get in there, you're not being honest. You're not telling that therapist exactly what's going on inside. So you're really shortchanging yourself. Probably ask me, well, how do you know that? Because I've done it before. Oh, let me make myself look good. Well, making myself look good is not going to help me get to the next level. It's going to only hinder me. And it's going to be more problems for me than it is before it gets worse. So you're really creating a problem when you're not being honest in your therapy sessions and things like that. Keep it 100. Keep it funky. So now we got Saucy Santana and DJ Academics that's ready to get out here and throw down, throw those hands. But what happened to Black Lives Matter? It's a lot of people that want to see these black brothers fight. What happened to stop the violence? What happened to changing the stereotype? What happened about watching two men have a conversation and work it out? No, everybody got to be tough. Everybody got to have the last word. And everything is a viral moment. Everything is a viral moment. Nobody is being held accountable. And Black women, while we're sitting out here, we have to be mindful of the people that we are supporting. The energy that you are taking in, you have to be mindful of that. The people that you are being around, if you have people that you're hanging around, they have bad habits, you might as well get your number ready because that bad habit is going to soon become your habit. You ever been around somebody and you might have a phrase that you say, and next thing you know, that friend is saying your slogan or your saying? I'll give you one. Oh, girl, you burnt up. Ooh, girl, you burnt up. Now I got somebody else saying, ooh, girl, you burnt up. Well, just imagine what else I say and what else they pick up on. You see what I'm saying? So we have to always be mindful of the things that we are doing. There are consequences and repercussions for our actions. Do I want to see these brothers get into it? No, I don't. I mean, what is it going to do for me? How is that going to help the culture? What am I going to learn from that? I mean, we already know how to get violent. I mean, look at the shows, Zoos. Look at Now That's TV. And I was just looking at an interview with Tasha K and Jessica Dime. Jessica Dime is on a show, and it's women fighting. And she worked so hard to get up out of the strip game and things like that. But you circle right back around to go back and traumatize your community. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. There's no respect for women nowadays. You got Sexy Red out here talking about, getting rid of her child, and you got people praising it, but Black Lives Matter. Make it make sense. When does Black Lives Matter? When does Black Lives Matter? When it's you in a situation, oh, then that's when it's supposed to matter. But you're out here doing the most in your own community. It's habits. Look at the families, violence that we have seen. Let's take a look at the generational misinformation we have been fed. I get times are changing, but the morals and values are not being instilled in today's society, in my opinion. I'm not going to say everybody is a bad person, but you do have bad apples in all communities, different sectors and things like that. But we definitely have to protect ourselves. We definitely have to be responsible for the information that we are putting out. And we definitely have to be careful of how we are interacting, whether if it's on a phone, a conversation, and things like that around our kids, because they are listening. They are listening. And so if you don't want to be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. If you don't have nothing nice to say, then just don't say nothing at all. But you have some people out here that encourage that type of lifestyle. Oh, you gangster. Oh, this, oh, that. But you're not going to be gangster when you be sitting in that jail cell all by yourself. Your family's not going to be able to save you. The judge is not going to want to hear that you had a childhood trauma. The judge is going to look at you and say, baby, you should have got that fixed. You should have been working on that. As much as energy you put into all this destruction, you should have been putting all that energy into something productive. So now you have to sit with the consequences. And when you're sitting with the consequences, that's when all your thinking skills come in. Oh, I should have did this. I should have did that. You got to get the help that you need. Stop blaming everybody. Stop blaming everybody. And stop getting these Black women riled up for nothing. Y'all sit up here and y'all talk about Black women, but y'all depend and y'all need a Black woman. You come from a Black woman. I just really don't understand it. But this conversation could go on and on and on. I wanted to just give you guys a 20-minute convo on that. I want you guys to let me know what you feel and your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And also set your notifications because we will be back today. So I'll let that marinate. We'll adjust and we'll come back and we'll visit on it. Thank you all so much for coming by the Queen Tulsa Show. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. And until next time, so long.
a girl to do?